Hey, I wanted to make a video because I finally got my Turley Gasconade in the mail. It's a sweet knife. I would have had it on the 13th, but my post office is screwy, and we won't go into that. But yeah, so some specs on the knife. It is an OD green camo G10 scales with fat black micarta liners. It's got silver pins, and I'll post the exact specs when I put this vid up, but really nice knife. Fits great in my hand. I got some small hands, and it has made this perfectly for me. It's a solid knife, like extremely solid. Yeah, so, and the best part about it is fits in my Iowa Woodsman dangler. So now I got a sheath from Iowa Woodsman and a knife from his, which you can't go wrong for either of those products, that's for sure. So yeah, I wanted to show the knife some things that it can do. So I'm going to probably do a one stick fire, and if I have time I might do a bow drill with it as well. So yeah, I am just in the woods today with Scout, and it is hotter than heck, so he's dead, he's beat. So I found a piece of cottonwood, an old cottonwood limb laying against a cottonwood tree, and I carried it here. So that's the piece of wood I'm going to use for my one stick fire, and possibly the same piece of wood for the bow drill if I get around to it. I know a lot have been questions lately about what to use for a socket for a bow drill. This is just a piece of cottonwood bark. It got burned a little bit there on the prescribed burns in the prairie. But that's just a piece of cottonwood bark. Take it off the tree, and it's almost a frictionless bearing. And like I said, if I get around to it, I'll show you guys how I do that. Now I know most of you guys have seen the one stick fire vids before. Basically, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm going to use my saw and my knife and this one stick. So I sawed this piece off. I'm not going to use it because it's all mangly, and I have a nice straight piece here which I'd rather use. So I'm going to cut probably about there, so maybe 15 inches. I want to cut there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut that piece off, and actually the piece that I said I wasn't going to use, I'm going to use as a baton to split the wood with my Gasconade. So went right through pretty easily, as you can see. That's some pretty seasoned cottonwood. It's quite hard on the inside, actually. I can't even really mark it too much with my fingernail. So I baton that in half. Now I'm going to continue to baton smaller pieces, and then make some feather sticks. This knife makes some beautiful fuzz sticks, or feather sticks. Who would have thought a convex could do that, eh? Now, I don't know if my technique is different than other people's. It seems to me a lot of people use this half of the blade to do the feather sticks with. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they do. And I tend to use the base of the blade more often than not. Could be wrong though. So that's some nice curls, I'd say. Alright, so that stick was horrible to split. It kept breaking off little, like halfway through or whatever. But I managed to break up some pieces that I think are suitable. There's my scrapings on a leaf, my couple feather sticks, and a bunch of just shavings that I'm going to pile on. So yeah, I believe that this will work. I think I did enough preparation. Okay, so I've got all my kindling ready. There we go. The wind took her. I don't think I have enough scrapings. There we go. So yeah, that's the one stick fire with my new Gasconade. It did the job very well. I especially liked the ease that it batoned through the hardwood, and in making the shavings, it really performed well. I'm not worried about dulling the edge, whereas a Scandi I would be. The scrapings, I'm sorry, that's the word I was looking for. When I was using my Scandi, I was always worried about dulling the edge, making the scrapings. But so it looks like it held up very well, and strike the back of the fire, or the back strikes the fire steel very well as well. So I don't think I'm going to put the bow drill video on this one. I'll probably do a separate video because this is running kind of long. But yeah, I just want to put the knife through its tests, you know what I mean, so that so I can give Iz a hard time if it fails on me, which isn't going to happen, I know that. Alright guys, thanks for watching.